Alright guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about supplements. Just so you know before you start watching, this video is not about the supplements I recommend in order to build muscle. That's another video which I've done. I suggest you watch that one first. This video is all about the supplements which is going to help optimize your health and longevity. Right? So the big question is, which we all have, what supplements should we be taking? And that's a good question and one which isn't easily answered. Now, back in the day when I started personal training and started coaching clients, I would recommend people take the supplements which were very similar, to be honest, to what I was taking, right? I had my zinc and magnesium, I had my vitamin D3, I had my omega-3 fish oils, and sometimes I recommended a complex multivitamin. Now, as the years went on, I actually started to question more and more as to why I was taking these supplements, and why I was recommending them to my clients. Even my clients were asking me, why do you recommend these supplements in particular? And it made me think, do I really need these? Are these actually doing me any benefit? Or are they actually doing me any harm? So in order for me to learn a little bit more, I needed to go and speak to some experts. Since I'm based in London, thought I'd hop down to Harley Street and speak to a couple of doctors and nutritionists. One of the people who I spoke with was my man Amit at Cosmobute. Had a little quick chat about supplementation and vitamins, and particularly multivitamins. I think a lot of people are unnecessarily taking, the multivitamins without really knowing why they're doing it.
It's an easy sort of, let's just turn to them, they'll give me energy, and psychologically they do. Mm-hmm. Actually, chemically they are going to be helping the body, but you're right, actually. People, even myself in the medical industry, if you're feeling like you're a bit low, we don't jump to doing blood tests, well, let's take a few multivitamins and see what happens. Mm. Actually, what we should be doing is seeing, why are we fatigued? Is it a lifestyle thing? Or actually, is it that there's something in the body that is not quite correct, and that's why I'm feeling tired, or my mood is off, or my skin is bad, or I'm losing hair, or I'm just not passing urine as much as before. Look for the chemical imbalance and then correct it.
I told him a little bit about the supplements which I was taking, and I told him about how I was supplementing with vitamin D3.
What's your vitamin D level?
I have no idea.
So your vitamin D level actually may be normal. It may be within the right parameters. So therefore, taking vitamin D to keep it at the right level is fine, but we don't want to cause hypervitaminosis, which is too high vitamin levels as well, because there can be detrimental effects from those. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's prudent sometimes to just get those sort of tests done to see, actually, this body that I'm training and feeding and using every day, where is its actual deficiency, if at all there is one or not.
And since Amit has well over a decade's worth of experience in the field, I thought I'd ask him if, out of all the patients which he had seen in the past, if there was any sort of common trends or common deficiencies which these people had.
But I will say that most people, larger number than smaller, are deficient in vitamin D.
Anything else?
Vitamin B seems to follow that up quite quickly, and then anemia. So just having a low hemoglobin is one of the other things that's a little bit low. But then again, you can never really tell 100% without blood tests.
Yeah.
That's why blood tests are so valuable to us medics, to just see what is actually going on.
I also went and had a chat with Pippa Campbell, a nutrition and weight loss specialist. Before I went down to see her, she got me to fill in a very extensive questionnaire. So when I went to meet her, we went through that. I also did a DNA test where my mouth was swabbed and was sent off for analysis. So I went back a couple of months later and we went through the DNA report. Now this was very, very extensive, very heavy, put it that way. She definitely made it easier for me to understand. I wouldn't really have known what it was all about. The main thing I want you to take from this video is that the need for supplementation is dependent massively upon what your diet looks like. So the more variety you have, the higher the quality of the foods you're consuming, and the greater the selection of vegetables which you're eating, even spices and herbs, the less likely it is that you need to supplement with additional vitamins and minerals and so on. If your diet is terrible, then you are more than likely going to be deficient in something. If you're eating the same thing every single day and there's not much variety, it could be healthy, but because it's so restrictive, again, you run the risk of being deficient in something. I would also say that a lot is dependent upon your activity and what you do on a day-to-day basis. So if you take an average Joe and you compare them to someone like me, who is, I consider myself an athlete, I'm putting a lot of stress and strain on my body on a day-to-day basis, that's going to affect how my body is functioning.
So because you're putting that stress on the body, it'd be very interesting to see how your body chemistry is accommodating that stress that you're putting on it. Because although we are as humans designed to sort of carry weight and push and pull, you'll be doing a little bit more than what your body was actually designed to do, but it can tolerate it.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what the stress on the body has reflected as a sort of pathological sort of process.
I wish I could give you guys a straight answer and tell you what supplements you should be taking, but I don't know. There's tens of thousands of people watching this video. You're all very different. You're all doing different things. You all have very different diets and lifestyle. So your requirements are going to differ from one another. Okay, just because one person is supplementing with this doesn't mean you should be supplementing with this. Even the supplements which I take doesn't necessarily mean you should be taking them as well. So I do recommend that you do these sorts of tests, these DNA tests, do blood tests. That way you know for sure that taking supplements is actually going to be doing you some good. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be doing more videos on supplements, and I'll be going through my results, DNA tests and so on. I'll need to get a blood test done because I've never actually done one before, so that'll be interesting to go through. So that is all to come. So thanks for watching, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon.